I'm Peyton.
And I'm Allie.
This is the Action 3 News. During the Great Depression, employment decreased due to many causes, impacts, and problems. Unemployment started rising on October 29, 1929. This was a time when the stock market crashed and many people lost their jobs. They had very little money and food supply to survive. Stores dropped the prices to keep their business running, and that caused problems because they had fewer orders from the factories. The factories got fewer orders and caused them to fire workers, which made unemployment rise even more in the U.S.
There were many causes for unemployment rising. The main reason was that the stock market crashed and people lost many things. They were living in harsh conditions and they couldn't afford clothing or food. This made banks fail because people had no money to spend and farmers weren't paying back their loans. This caused people to start keeping emergency money under their beds. Another example is when the Dust Bowl killed farmers' crops, which caused them to struggle even more. Those are the many causes for unemployment rising.
Unemployment caused many problems. For instance, families couldn't afford food or clothing because they had no money. Also, investors lost all of their money in fortunes. They also became poor and couldn't afford anything. That led to 3 million kids being forced to quit school because their parents needed to save their money for more important things. Kids were hungry, depressed, and uneducated. These are many problems that occurred because unemployment rose.
Many impacts happened because of unemployment. For example, the international trade slowed down because people had nothing left to trade. They tried to keep their belongings as much as they could. This made people start to move to California looking for jobs with better pay. When they moved to California, there were no more jobs left, and owners had no more money to pay the employees. Unemployment spread to many more states after that. Then stores started selling their items for less money so people could afford it. Gas prices dropped to 10 cents because of the crash. Sadly, 10 cents is still too expensive. These are the many things that happened because of unemployment. As you can see, unemployment rose because of many causes, problems, and impacts. When we saw a picture of a family during the Great Depression, we thought about how people struggled during that time.
We also found a picture of the Dust Bowl and realized how farmers didn't have the money to buy seeds to grow crops. If they would have planted the crops, it would have decreased the chances of their storm happening. Unemployment rose in the U.S. during the Great Depression.
That was the Action 3 News on why unemployment rose in the U.S. during the Great Depression.